Okay. 11:43.
Amnesia! I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state! Why didn't you tell me, sir?
I'm sorry I didn't mention it to you.
Oh, I know what to do! I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need.
No. I think I'll pass on this one.
Come on! I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems.
Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you could fill me in on a few things?
Of course! I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me.
No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix, right? What a weird name.
This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help.
This is a business card?
I got this from you! It's my most prized possession! You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay?
Okay, there are some numbers written on the back.
Oh, that's your cell phone number.
It's my business card. I hand-wrote my cell phone number on the back. Why would your card not have your phone? I guess for now, we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case.
This case?
Bitch, your case? What the fuck? Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know?
What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but...
Cell phone?
Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir.
Hurry up and tell me! This might be very important!
Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on the walk with Dustin.
Aw, they look like they'd be cute together.
All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello?
No, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give it back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
Curious as to why her special custom-made glove was packed in a paper bag.
We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did.
So where is the phone you found now?
I gave it to you yesterday.
Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this?
Do you think it has anything to do with the murder?
I don't really know. But if my eyes lit up... Oh, fuck.
Ah! You were here all along! You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up! And when I went to check the courtroom, everyone already left!
I didn't realize that she came back so fast.
Now who in the heck is this?
Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too?
Hey! Good morning, Maggie!
What? You've met? Oh, you've been back. You were back. Oh, okay.
And a good morning to you too, Maya.
Their voices are the same. Oops. Whatever.
So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal?
I don't know if I'm making them different in their voices. Whatever, it's fine.
Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right. It's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive super important evidence. Here you are, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring.
Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it.
It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good.
No good? As in,
There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group.
A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers, members of the con artists groups? Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me!
And where did you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look it up yesterday.
Oh, is that right?
These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found.
So that's where they're from.
You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be as... What? I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright, recess is over now. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oh, oops! Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck!
I guess I have all the pieces now. More or less. All that's left is to put them together. I'm not gonna lose this. I can't.
Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, so Maya's with us now. Where did Maggie go? Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Prain.
Yes, Your Honor.
And before I do, if I may say a few words. What is it, Mr. Prain?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So he asked if the court might be a little lenient on...
There's no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls his next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
Why does he look so dead in the eyes?
Please state your name for the court witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a university student would not be absolutely true, but to give it a set up, I'm really looking for that perfect top-notch, unbeatable university. Don't you see? I have a right to... God damn it, fuck you. Oh my god, I can't do it. What I've learned is that I can read it fast. I can't speak it fast. That's the problem with me.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful from now on. What is he? A human chatterbox?
I have to question him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rate only need apply.
Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses.
You don't have to be wearing glasses, and you can not wear glasses and still appreciate them. That's enough. Your name, witness. No, is this how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I could tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifter's virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Well, Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on the walk with the mummy. If you must know, I am...
Anyway, please testify to the court what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know you...
What your witness will do, Mr. Wellington.
Oh boy. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time at all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. Banana? That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm?
It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client.
You mean Maggie?
Yes. And if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may not question the witness, Mr. White. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft their lies. What I saw that day. Park, the methodical life situation. I remember it was 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer, without a doubt, young lady. I remember her face. The only thing that the banana. The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw.
That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's gotta be lying about the bananas.
What a funny lie. He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. And what if it's not a lie?
Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing, and it was something else?
If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix. Think. If my client is innocent, there's no way he could have seen what he saw. He said what? If my client is innocent, there's no way he could have seen what he says he did.
Which means if we can somehow show he's lying.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind. But I just wish I could remember who she is.
Is everything okay, Nick?
So I guess I just present it here? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna show you the bananas. Mr. Wellington? I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. So you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? Beep, 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 beep. But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove?
I guess my throat is giving out a little bit. What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a no! Was he about to do something? Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas. Mr. Wellington loves large bananas. Has to be large. Then again, the larger bananas are the better ones to eat, as opposed to the small ones. Small ones don't do good. I mean, are nowhere near as good. I haven't had a banana in a very long time, actually, now that I think about it.
Nick? I hope you noticed the icy glitters we're getting from everyone in here.
What in the world do you mean? No, you know, I like strawberries much better than bananas. Whoops. Think it over one more time and try again, Mr. Wright. This witness? Oh, fine. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? What? Why are you asking me this all of a sudden?
Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. Well, if you're at a distance, maybe it kinda is. You don't often see a yellow thing falling and think, that's a baseball glove. You know, you could make that mistake. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse to accept Galileo for his something theory. You're too used to the world. Sure, in the end we find out that in fact the glove and not banana. However, when viewed from far, I think there's enough room for doubt, don't you? That's basically what I said. I didn't say anything about Galileo, but he basically said what I said. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. Then again, I am slightly nearsighted myself. But They're both 200. I suppose you're gonna tell me that's terrible, right? I don't know I don't know what it means when people say that their sight is like a number. Like 2200, what does that mean? I think I actually remember looking it up before. Is it that like is it in this case out of every 200 feet, you can only see up to 20 feet? Is that how you're meant to read it like that? When people say 20/20, it means that out of 20 feet, you're able to see the full 20 feet. Is that how it's supposed to be? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Never mind. Why are you not wearing glasses today, then? I have contacts on. That's because I lost them here recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so replace them, whatever. How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing glasses then? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. You're like those people who reject Joan of Arc. She was brave and courageous only to be called by horrible, and when she didn't do anything wrong, she was gruesomely burned at the... Whatever. Which boils down to you... What? Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by the witness. Oh boy, I'm tired. But the height difference was only 9 feet! It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing there on the upper path. But there's clearly other people around. Like, there's a person here. Right? Wait, I just said there's a person here, and I pointed with my head to the person that's on the floor dead. I wasn't thinking there when I said that. Whatever. Witness! Please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime. I wouldn't. How would you? Oh, I got her. I don't know. That's hard. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. They must have had a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away? Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that that girl is the murderer. Oh. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. So what is the contract? She said he called it at 6:45. Okay, so there's like a 20-minute gap even though there's a payphone next to the body. Now, how did you know what time it was? That detective told me. You know which one I mean? The one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school. Hey, pal! I graduated from a pretty good, top-ranked college. I'm surprised you graduated college. Oh, that's mean. I'm sorry, Dick. I don't believe this. It doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I'm wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time. What? Why you're just some lousy kid who... I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond? They must have a lot of free time since they showed up in the 10 minutes. So, is it just enough for me to present it? Wait, hold up, sorry. Okay, never mind. Is it just enough for me to present this? It is, okay. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had to call the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. He didn't know the number to call 911. He didn't know the number to call the police. Grr. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah! Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Grr. Answer the question. Telephone. Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. You must think you're really something special. Witness! I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable! You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You're a fucking idiot. You must be really scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that all geniuses have a strange quirk or two? So by rationale, since I have my own quirk, I don't think it's simple plain people like you can understand. Enough! Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone?
Nick, that cell phone. Could it be?
You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Question further. Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone. I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. They just have the same phones apparently.
Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe that was his.
Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have a cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by a search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Yes, you idiot, you bumbling fools. Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you! You can't just make outrageous claims like that! You do have some sort of proof, don't you? How has it not been questioned? Like, they were together, right? Maggie and Dustin. Like, how has there not been question about where Maggie was and how, like... Never mind. Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. Hello? Yeah, idiots. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. And a crime scene photo? Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That's correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? It's because he didn't have his glasses. No! Order! What does a reported crime a little late prove for the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That's a reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, that is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back.
But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there's no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway.
But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else?
Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? Oh my god, I'm getting lightheaded from doing the voices. This is a little bit longer than the first case in the first game, as expected, right? Because in the first game, it was like the main tutorial that everyone had to do. This one had a chance to be a little bit longer because there's story behind it. Okay, let me. Okay. Can you offer an explanation of what those witnesses were doing in 15 minutes? Yes, I think. I don't know it would take 15 minutes, but I have an idea what he might have been doing. There's only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. White. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Please present to the court. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Is it because of this? Mr. Wellington. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where? Where did you find? Ah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. These glasses are in fact yours. Those glasses don't even fucking match his suit. Why didn't you get glasses that match the color of your fucking suit, you idiot? I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order! Order! No, wait a second. Hold on. I didn't confess or admit anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. But he didn't realize that they were under the victim's body. And that's why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. But there were clearly other people around, were they not? Unless those crime photos were taken by the detectives that came 10 minutes after. I don't know, whatever, never mind. Whatever. Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course. That is precisely what I'm doing. I know I'm right. Yeah! He's the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to deep six this guy. What's deep six mean? Like, shoving a 6-inch something down his throat? What? I'll sink him in one shot. What? Jesus, okay. Yeah! This is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order! Order! Your Honor! The defense is making a mockery of this court! Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer! Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you're not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's, the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even in like, you can read that, right? But we already know this wasn't written. What? But we already know this wasn't written. Ah, my god, damn it. I'm so tired. But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know her name was Maggie? Maggie. That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Byrne before this trial. I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? Yes. Idiot. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present his case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? I feel like I'm about to barf. Ooh, okay. I think it's... Is it the phone? It's the phone, right? It is the phone. Well, Mr. Wellington? You didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? Well, what did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why you? How did you? Your Honor! These questions have nothing to do with the... Overruled. I really feel like I'm about to fucking barf. Okay. Okay. Mr. Wright, where were you going with this line of questioning? I feel like I had just a little bit more just hanging there me. Do you think there was some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can get his back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. Well, But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that only could occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Order! Order! But, Your Honor! The witness has no motive! And the point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. What was Maggie's reason for killing her lover? That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Is that going to bring up the fact that Maggie didn't have a motive either? What? Mr. Wright. Your Honor? Can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right?
Yeah, but...
Now then, please present to this court proof that the witness had a motive. Is it this? A list of con artists with their phone numbers stored on the cell phone Maggie found. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? Our list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone that the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are a member of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers. Of course. The list of phone numbers that was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. What? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. I almost fucking gagged there. God damn it, come on, me. Come on, you're stronger than this. We got this. Oh, that didn't make me feel bad, that made me feel worse. Okay, I took a break for like a few minutes, like maybe 5 minutes. I don't know if that's really a break, but we're so close to the fucking end. I'm trying to get this done. Stop being a bitch, me. Did I read this? I don't even remember. This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers of a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're just like the cops who ready to... I'm not gonna read this fucking shit. Fucking shut up. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want for you is to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. That's right. What is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is a member of that group. Mr. Wellington's a member of this very group. Ah! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look in these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill! No, this is too much! That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer. Your Honor! What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness! You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Shut up! Please! Please, let's think about the context of that phone call!
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this?
If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box.
Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? He's cute. Sashimi's dead. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh! The girl that picked up my phone was with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on his phone. And he went into a panic, is what you're saying. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking. It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are. Look, don't you fucking dare! I'm tired as it is. Impressive, not bad for a person with a third-rate education. So much for that 5-minute break. What's that supposed to mean? I forgot he did this. Evidence! Evidence! That guy is really creeping me out. Oh, you've been waving around and talking about his suspicious cell phone. Suspicious cell phone number to this. Like, I'm so tired. Suspicious got a group that they're all on that phone. I'm so tired. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence? Can't you look up with the phone company? The model and the fucking phone number? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier! That phone I lost. I've already found it. You don't even have the slightest idea who that phone in your hand belonged to. But you can be sure it wasn't mine, you simpleton. What? I'm gonna fucking die on my seat. It feels good to see you squirm even. I'm trying so hard. For no reason other than I just trying. We do seem to have a problem with our hands on. So to reiterate, I think I have neighbors outside. They're doing something right now. They might be hearing me fucking go crazy. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor! This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this.
The cell phone. There has to be something I'm overlooking. There's gotta be. Maybe... Maybe? This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What are we trying to determine is who that phone belongs to? Who cares about what the phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows? Maybe you went and added some of those numbers in yourself. Oh, whoops. I guess that was the wrong answer. The witness is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal. That jerk is back to his arrogant, annoying self again. This cell phone. There has to be, okay, I guess fingerprints? But like, wouldn't... I got it! We should check for fingerprints! Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone.
Nick! Don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off.
Huh? I what?
You said there was sand all over it, so...
Wiped it on? I wiped it?
Pretty thoroughly, too.
It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons among themselves. He's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the number stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington? What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you are too much! And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god! Now I remember! Stop screaming. Okay. I don't like that ashtray, that cigarette stand is in front of him. Because it makes it look like he smokes. Because in the picture, in the other picture that you see of the courtroom, you see that thing is by the side of the couch, but whatever. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes?
Nick, we worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free.
I know. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis, and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where? Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? And what are you? That's something you haven't figured out yet for yourself yet. Who I am? Can I command this man to slavery? Pretend I'm not... Okay, sorry. The court hereby concludes our cross-examination. If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance! You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit! What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go like that? No, of course not, you fucking dope. Please wait, Your Honor!
Oh, right, Nick!
I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just gonna badger the witness with more inane questions. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? No, we should harass him. He's such a bitch. Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove anything, everything even, it's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yeah, sure. I totally understand. I got you. One last chance. Yes, Your Honor. What? Jesus, shut up. I'm sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright can present only one more piece of evidence. In other words, shut up. Ow! Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. I think it's this. Okay. Why, thank you. Here, please have one of mine. Just imagine that you're in court during the serious point and you're just like, you take out your business card and go, hi. And then the other person goes, oh, yes, here you go. Very Japanese culture, like, it's so funny. Judge's business card. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Why? Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time for the exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there's something very important about that card, and that is... This card is important because of what's on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. If you say so. What is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We're gonna call my cell phone now. And then, the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Okay. What? Why is my phone? And what is with this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. Your... No, it can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Don't laugh. Somehow doing that scream hurt my arm, and I don't know why. So this is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He's a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and lost all of his ability to make rational judgments. Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding! It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he now, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird. Guilty. Yay! We did it. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh my Why did I fucking... whatever. 216.
I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright.
Okay, sorry, I was trying to pinpoint what the song was.
I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures.
Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it?
Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of a disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe.
How are you alive?
My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad. When something smells, it's usually the bird.
Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless.
Lady Luckless?
What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch on to those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier.
It happened again recently, too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and she died. Before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house.
What?
Oh.
I get it was a trick.
I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts.
You got a custom ordered baseball glove. There's no way that thing is cheap and you just bought that because you covered for one of your shifts? What the fuck?
Oh, I see. Everything's all my fault! Dustin's death! Your head being all messed up!
Oh well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet.
I'm gonna find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a host. What? I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir.
Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name.
You bet! I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you.
Yeah, leave, please.
Thanks, you take care of yourself too.
Oh, wait. I don't think I even tried to differentiate their voices. Thank God she just left. What a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy.
But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you?
What? I thought you said you got your memory back!
At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe? He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's always been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict, especially if it's because, especially if I'm involved because the right verdict means to be not guilty. This person, I haven't gotten a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else? And this girl, Maya. Oh god, it's so dark. Whatever, we're almost done.
You finally remembered!
This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example,
Eartha Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me.
Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh? Oh, well, I'm back now. So it's time for us to create new memories together.
Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning.
Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger. Let's go to our usual burger joint.
Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. It's so dark. I can't be bothered to turn on the lights. And that story began on one rainy afternoon, 2 months ago. Oh, wait. Is the next case...
It is! It is! Look at the little girl.
Who's that? You'll find out. You probably already know by now anyway, really. Let's save. We did it. Barely. I barely survived that. Oh boy. We've started the game. We've started the second game. Now I have this whole game to play. Oh no. Shh. No one look at this.